This beautiful and fairly steep gravel pass on the P3320 link road between Rhodes and Wartrail offers wonderful highland scenery of mountains, valleys and winding rivers in the Eastern Cape Highlands, about 14 kilometers southwest of Rhodes. Nestled in the midst of the well-known Big 8 passes, this little-known pass provides a scenic shortcut for those wanting to get to the Buster Footpath Pass as well as the Barkly Pass. The pass has a simple high-low vertical profile and is 3.2 kilometers long, producing an average gradient of 1 in 15, with the steepest parts being at 1 in 8. The road is suitable for all vehicles in fair weather. We filmed this pass from north to south in the descending mode to maximize on the views over the Bokspruit Valley. The road first traverses an easy S-bend with gentle gradients of around 1 in 20, but at the 0.5 kilometer point, the gradient gets steeper at 1 in 10 as a long straight descent into the south-southeast follows. At the 0.8 kilometer mark, there's a very sharp left-hand bend which turns through 160 degrees and changes the heading into the north. Be wary of this corner as the drop-offs to the right are steep and unguarded. A slide or a drift due to excessive speed could result in a roll down the mountain. The corner is, however, well signposted, so you'll get due warning. Once you're through this big bend, the road enters a tight S-bend which changes the heading from north to east. The gradient then gets steeper again, up to a maximum of 1 in 8 as the next long straight section descends into the southeast. All along this section you'll be able to enjoy majestic views of the surrounding mountains and valleys. Far below, the Bokspruit meanders through the mountains as it flows westwards to form a confluence with the Sterkspruit, which in turn forms another confluence with the Bell River to flow into the dominant Kraai River, which eventually flows into the Orange River. At the 2 kilometer mark, the road levels off briefly and crosses a side stream via a small concrete bridge, then gets quickly steeper again as a gentle curve to the right commences, progressively revealing views over the Cleft Hill and Eliasdale farms nestling in the green valley along the banks of the Bokspruit. This long right-hand curve is very deceptive. Besides the gradient being fairly steep, the road is fairly straight, so it's easy to pick up speed along this section, but this right-hand curve starts tightening up towards the bottom of the valley, and at the 2.8 kilometer mark, the bend sharpens up into a tight 110-degree bend. Lower your speed here, as there's also some negative banking present. At the 3 kilometer point, there's a sharp left-hand bend of 80 degrees, after which the road straightens out and the gradients ease right off as the bridge appears ahead. It's a very pretty setting, with the river burbling quietly over the rocks, with several big willow trees providing shade, and the valley is filled with birdsong. This is a perfect spot to take a break in your journey and savor the serenity and clean air, or maybe cast a line in the water. The bridge marks the end of the pass. After the bridge, the road swings sharply to the right under a sandstone cliff, then traverses a hill via an S-bend where you'll see a fork. The left-hand fork is a dead end and goes to the farm Merino Hook. Keep right past the Barrydale farm. To connect with the R393-R396 main road, continue on the P3320 for a further 15 kilometers, traversing the farms Carabas, Upper Burkhill and Lindisfarne. All of these fast-flowing and clear streams offer excellent fly fishing, and the region between Barkly East, Elliot, Rhodes, Maclear and Lady Grey form the core of the fly fishing region, which attract freshwater anglers from all over South Africa. All of the gravel roads in this area offer majestic scenery, regardless of which option you choose. The Bokspruit is but one of many such streams, and the road which descends 215 meters down the mountain is obviously named after this river. There are approximately 150 kilometers of pristine mountain streams available to anglers. Many of the streams originate between 2,500 and 3,000 meters above sea level. The P3320 finally forms an intersection with the R393 at a hill known as Aartappelhoogte, and from this junction there are superb views to the north. Turn left to head towards the Buster Footpath Pass and the Barkly Pass, and turn right to head towards London's Neck.